I was spending hours a day scrolling, and honestly, it was messing with my focus, messing with my mental health, and just messing with everything. So for the next 7 days, instead of reaching for my phone, I read the Bible instead. No social media, no YouTube. And by day 3, I noticed something changing. So come with me on this journey, as I'm hoping it might encourage you to dive deeper into the Word of God. So my highest screen time was 3 hours and 39 minutes, but I'm going to go with my average time, which is about an hour and 45 minutes. Day 1. I started off by doing 15 minutes of reading in the morning. Since the cherry blossoms were in full bloom in Japan, Sam took the day off so we could go on a day trip to Mount Yoshino, one of the most famous cherry blossom spots in all of Japan. I took my Bible with me, and it actually was less heavy than I was expecting. So I got to do about 45 minutes of reading on the train there. I didn't read the whole time though, because I'm not gonna lie, the view was really distracting. And I'm not just talking about my husband Sam, I'm talking about these cherry blossoms. Wow! There was all kinds of delicious foods that I didn't know what they were, but I kind of wanted to eat them. But I ended up just going and getting an ice cream anyway. Sakura flavor, whatever that means. It was delicious. Guys, my camera does not do this view justice. Please subscribe so I can buy a new camera.
I can't do it. I didn't really wear the right footwear.
Yeah, it was more of a hike than I thought it was going to be, so I was really dying in those shoes, but look at the view. It was worth the pain. I got a tofu donut too, which was nice. And then something weird started happening on the way down.
What is happening?
Is that Chinese? Can any Chinese people tell me what that means? Yeah guys, I had no idea what she was saying. If you know what that means, can you please comment it down below? Anyway, the train on the way back was absolutely packed and I could not read my Bible. But thankfully on the second train, I got to do about 30 more minutes of reading. It really made me realize that everybody was on their phone, and I really wanted to be on my phone too, but I just couldn't. And of course, even though I was exhausted, I had to get a quick workout in. In between sets, I did about 15 minutes of reading, which brings my total reading time to 1 hour and 45 minutes. Also, I finished Genesis. Pretty cool.
Buh. I'm not as enthusiastic about reading this morning as I was yesterday, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, I was pretty tired, so I ended up reading for about 10 minutes in the morning. And I decided to go for a walk to get some fresh air. I thought that might, get the juices flowing.
I had to go home and get changed because it's actually freezing outside.
Yeah, it was really cold. It was not a nice day. I was on my way to the supermarket, but after I went out, I was like, nah. So I ended up going to the convenience store instead.
As soon as I got this coffee in front of me, I was like, I want to go on my phone. So I brought my Bible out. Because if I wasn't reading my Bible, I would so be watching YouTube right now or going on Discord or doing something on my phone.
Yeah, so at this point, I started acting like an NPC. I set my phone up to record myself having some breakfast and reading, but instead I just ended up standing here. And then when I went to turn the recording on, I was actually turning it off. But I only read for about 15 minutes before I started getting annoyed with how messy the apartment was, so I had to tidy up. And I don't know why, but I thought it was really funny when it was sped up. Now that it's tidy, I can relax and do another 15 minutes of reading. When I went to do the dishes, I realized I never normally do chores without some kind of podcast or video or something on in the background. And I was like, what did I used to do before I had my phone? And then guys, I remembered. That's right, I used to sing all the time, but because I had my phone constantly playing YouTube, I wasn't singing as much. So with my lunch, I read for another 15 minutes. Then it was time to pump some iron. Yeah, why does my face look so funny when I'm lifting the weights? Anyway, that killed me. But I went on in the strength of the Lord and did the grocery shopping. Here's me trying to show off my sandwich, but I had no idea where the camera was looking. This is my second lunch, by the way. I'm bulking, okay? So I read for another 20 minutes, did some editing, and after dinner I read for another 15 minutes to bring up my total to 1 hour and 45 minutes. Also, something I noticed in my reading today was that we should be abounding with thanksgiving, and that really convicted me, to be honest. I thought, oof, I don't do that, so I kept that in mind. Day 3! I was enjoying my reading so much in the morning I ended up reading for about 45 minutes. Then after doing some laundry, I read for another 25 minutes. This morning I was feeling really thankful for everything. Even as I was doing my chores, I felt like my attitude had shifted to become more positive. Then I went to buy the essentials at the supermarket. They didn't have the tuna I was looking for, so I waited for him to get it out the back. It was hard not to go on my phone while I was waiting, and also this is what I have to listen to at the supermarket. Yeah, that was horrible, but we got the tuna! After lunch, I read for another 40 minutes. I was so into my reading today, man. I was taking notes, I was highlighting. Everything I was reading just felt so practical. All in all, I read for a total of 1 hour and 50 minutes. Also, I got all my reading done before the evening because tonight was game night, so we played a game of Peek, and man, I'm so cringe.
Wait, hello? Hello? Oh, morale boost! It took my damage away. Nice.
I've been reading for an hour. I think as time goes on, it's getting easier and easier for me to spend longer periods of time reading. Almost like maybe I'm getting my focus back. I seem to have a little bit more patience. This is good for my brain. So we have a really tiny apartment and we have a tiny little kitchen, but we actually have a really good dishwasher. So I'll show it to you guys. It's me, I'm the dishwasher.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah guys, today was a really chill day. I read for 30 minutes after breakfast. Then I read for another 25 minutes with lunch. Ooh, finished Exodus too, very nice. You know I like to work out physically and spiritually, so after pumping some iron I read for another 20 minutes, bringing my total to 2 hours and 15 minutes, which it did not feel like it. Also, I guess that's all I recorded for today, so see you tomorrow. Day 5. Things did not go so well for me today. And it's not that I didn't get my reading done, it's that I ended up having a really bad eczema flare-up on my neck. I was in extreme pain. I ended up doing all of my reading with an ice pack on. I don't even know if that helps, but I did 30 minutes of reading in the morning. I was definitely feeling very humbled. It also revealed to me that when I'm in a lot of pain, I can get quite snappy with people. After I had some lunch, my mum called me and she said, oh, you should buy some beef tallow balm to help with the eczema, but all the sellers were from China and I didn't trust any of them, so I ended up not getting any. After that, I read for another hour and 20 minutes, and I know what you're thinking, how can you read for an hour and 20 minutes? That's so long. Well, that's right, I read 1st and 2nd Samuel, my favorite books of the Bible, just such an interesting story. But yeah, things just weren't going my way today. I did another 25 minutes of reading with dinner, hoping that this healthy soup would make me feel better. Honestly, I think all of this pain was teaching me that you can't control the circumstances of your life and the things that happen to you, but you can control how you react to them. My husband has been a great example to me of not letting your circumstances dictate how you treat others, and my hope with all of this reading is that God would change my heart to be more Christ-like, so that even when I'm in pain, God will still be glorified.
First of all, thank you for getting us a nutritious breakfast. He's the hunter-gatherer. It took me forever to fall asleep because the eczema or whatever on my neck, so itchy I couldn't fall asleep. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I woke up scratching it. Like I woke up and I was scratching it really hard, and then I was like, no, like what am I doing? But I think because I've been reading this so much, I had a different perspective. I was thinking about how, Hannah was in the temple and she was going on, and then Eli came up to her and was like, oh, stop drinking so much wine, lady. Like, stop being drunk. She's like, no, I'm not drunk. I'm pouring out my soul to Yahweh. And I feel like that's what I did last night instead of becoming despondent. It doesn't feel any better. It actually feels worse, but my spirit feels better.
Yeah, so I read for an hour in the morning. It felt really nice to have my husband's company. Even though the pain was really bothering me, after reading my word and talking with Sam, I ended up feeling a lot better.
I can't film my B-roll because the beast is too big.
Not only is he super muscly and a great listener, but he also makes the best coffee I've ever had, and he doesn't even like coffee. After lunch, I read for another 30 minutes. Then I convinced Sam to learn how to braid my hair. I think I thought having a braid there would deter me from scratching it. But yeah guys, he tried so hard. Comment good job, Sam. Since it's spring now and it's warming up, we decided to get a flower to make the balcony all pretty. But then when we came home, we had an unexpected visitor.
I guess we have to move now. It's his apartment now. Well, he's their problem now.
That evening, I read for another 45 minutes and finished 2 Samuel. I think that brings my total to 2 hours and 15 minutes. We went overtime again. All in all, it was a blessed day. Okay, as you can see, I was again struggling this morning. My dad messaged me and said, ask the AI what causes it. So it told me to get this shampoo, which I did go and get immediately, and it did make my scalp feel better. Then I read outside only for 10 minutes because, well, as you'll see, yeah, I decided to come inside after that and read for another 45 minutes. And man, whoo! Reading Proverbs after you've slept in and missed church on a Sunday morning is, yeah, it's rough. But with my ice pack in hand, I pressed on, and so did Sam with his workout. Well, bodily training is of some profit. Anyway, remember when I was looking at beef tallow and I didn't get any? I realized that you get these little beef fat cubes for free at the Japanese supermarket whenever you buy some meat, and you can just make your own beef tallow with those, so that's what I did. I even added 1 drop of tea tree oil for freshness. It still kinda smelled like beef though.
Oh, wow.
Honestly guys, I was so tired that I asked Sam to read for me. And I don't know how long he read for because, to be honest, he has a really relaxing reading voice and I was kind of falling asleep.
He has brought down rulers from their thrones and has exalted those who were humble. And you, child, will be called the prophet of the Most High, for you will go on before the Lord to make ready his ways.
It has made me learn that it's not the phone, really, because I didn't get rid of my phone. I just made boundaries for myself. YouTube can be a great thing. Obviously, this is going to be a YouTube video right now, so it can be really encouraging to people. The problem is actually the person. So the problem is actually me. I was prioritizing watching YouTube over doing my Bible reading. I've also learned that I'm the worst. It is a trustworthy saying and deserving full acceptance that Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, among whom I am foremost. I am the worst. Just reading Timothy, actually reading Thessalonians, reading the whole thing, actually, everything that I read just made me realize how short I fall. I actually feel more conviction, which is a good thing because I had moments this week where I felt really convicted about not just the outward behavior that I did, but the heart where it originated from, right? All the evil things that you do, they start in here. It was not a pleasant feeling, right? But no discipline feels good in the moment. But in the end, it produces a reward and it's sanctifying, and it's a good thing to read this and feel convicted. She who has been forgiven much loves much, right? When you realize how terrible you are and how much you've been forgiven, you love. So that's what I've learned, is that I'm the worst, but it's okay because Jesus Christ is the best. It was not what I expected, that I would be kind of feel like I was suffering a bit emotionally and physically. I mean, but I think it's good in a way. Like, it's good that I'm in pain, because it was the perfect timing for me to be in pain while I was not being, having the screen time, in order that God could show me I don't need to comfort or numb myself with entertainment, but that I can be comforted from the word. It really is life-changing. So I want to end this video with an encouragement to you. You can go into your settings, you can scroll down, there's usually something called digital well-being. You can click on that, you can see your screen time. How much time are you actually spending on your phone? If you want to, maybe you can challenge yourself to replace your screen time with the Bible. Give it a go, see how you feel. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you thought of the video in the comments, and I'll see you again in the next video. Lord bless you and keep you.